The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Namaskar, welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And here, first article talks about Waqf Amendment Bill, which was recently passed by the Lok Sabha. Here, you must know that Waqf is the property given in the name of God for religious and charitable purposes. And the recent bill ensures that only Muslims can be the manager and donor of Waqf properties. Non-Muslims can be part of the Waqf board for administrative purposes, and donations can only come from those practicing Islam for over 5 years. Opposition called the Waqf Amendment Bill unconstitutional, and a major concern about the amendment bill is that it undermines the authority of Waqf boards by giving district collectors the authority to determine whether a disputed property constitutes Waqf or not. Defending the bill, Home Minister Amit Shah clarified that Waqf is a religious endowment and recent law aims to ensure the correct use of donations. It also aims to improve the management and transparency of Waqf properties. Next article is related to new damselfly species, which was recently discovered in Kerala, and its name is Euphia vanandensis. It prefers fast-flowing streams with rocks and vegetation. It is found year-round except during dry seasons. A recent discovery highlights the need for conservation efforts due to species restricted habitat and distribution in vulnerable landscape like Vineyard. Next article talks about North Sentinel Island, and it is in the news because recently a US national was arrested on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands for allegedly entering the prohibited tribal reserve area of North Sentinel Island. Here you must know that North Sentinel Island is a protected area in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It is home to the isolated Sentinelese tribe which rejects contact with outsiders, and it relies on hunting, gathering and fishing for survival. And do you know friends, Indian government prohibits visitors to preserve the tribe's autonomy and protect them from diseases. Now government has formed committees involving various agencies to discuss amendments to the Atomic Energy Act and Civil Liability for Nuclear Damage Act to allow private companies to participate in nuclear reactor development. The amendment aims to address concerns raised by international nuclear companies about high liability clauses in the Act, and committee will also review issues related to waste management, fuel sourcing, decommissioning and security. Next article focuses upon Chandra's surface thermophysical experiment, which is the first successful mission to measure temperatures near Moon's south pole. It used a rotating mechanism allowing it to burrow successfully into the soil, and data collected helped confirm more of water rise on the moon than previously expected. Next article talks about child sexual abuse material, and it is in the news because recently UK government has introduced legislation to criminalize the creation, possession and distribution of AI tools that generate child sexual abuse material. Here you must know that cyber crimes against children in India are rising. India has laws like IT Act 2000 and POCSO Act 2012 to address the issues, but these laws don't cover AI generated child sexual abuse material. Therefore, to address this, experts recommended updating India's laws, including redefining child pornography as child sexual abuse material, and proposed Digital India Act should draw inspiration from the UK's legislation to tackle AI generated child sexual abuse material, and India should also collaborate internationally, particularly with the UN, to strengthen frameworks for combating AI generated child sexual abuse material and enhance child protection globally. Now next and last headline is related to India-Australia Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, which has recently celebrated its third anniversary. It was signed in 2022, and now the trade reached $24 billion in 2023-24 with 14% growth in India's exports to Australia. The agreements benefit sectors like textiles, pharmaceuticals, chemicals, and agriculture, and it also opened new export opportunities. Here you must know that India also imports key raw materials like metalliferous ores and cotton, and now the both countries remain committed to expanding economic ties and driving mutual prosperity. So with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for all updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.